Oh my god. All right, we're we're here. I want everybody to know behind the scenes. I go to this the bats, and he just goes. So, oh my god, dude,
All
I'm
I
out
heard in
here.
the all I saw in the corner of my eyes was
Yeah, I was trying to get your attention because I didn't want to say anything because my mic isn't muted. Because whenever I mute my mic this past week while OBS is open, OBS goes, "Haha, funnies. Your mic's no longer gonna work." Um, that's just the way of the road sometimes, I guess.
listen, I heard now recording like 5 times, and I was like, "Okay, I guess I'll
You
just
heard it
wait for."
once, but you didn't say anything, so the bot didn't stay, so I had to re-invite it.
I didn't know I was supposed to say something.
Look, man,
That
I
was
don't
never
know.
explained to me. Alright.
I just work here. This should be known now. This is our first live episode here over on YouTube. Trying something new, doing something a little bit different. The episode's already been named because I have a great story that's actually really short but really funny. To go with the episode title, which is Big Bird Steals the Power. But I guess I should say our usual thing, Bats. Welcome everybody to another episode of Epic
Oh.
Experience Podcast.
I was like, "What?
It's
Fast
that Blaise McBain guy. And it's that Bats dude. Bats, how's it going,
Yep.
man?
Um, tired.
Yeah, I
Very
feel that.
tired. Yeah. Th
Yeah.
this whole week is gonna be crazy. And by crazy, I mean I've added it up. For this whole week, I'll be getting like 54 hours of overtime plus.
That is wild.
Yeah, I know. I don't like it.
Yeah.
That's why this is a Tuesday and
Yeah.
a
It
late
we
day
it should be
podcast.
known we ran into a little bit of a hiccup yesterday on my side. And then I I texted Bats like 20 minutes after the original time we're gonna record, and that man was slumped. Like he was asleep. So I was like, oh, we ain't recording today. It's fine. Um
I
I'm
mean,
gonna go ahead and say this now. This episode is rated M for mature because I
yo,
got some things to say today.
I was like,
Eh,
I don't know why it is, but I'm okay with it because that means I
because
don't have to censor myself. Let's go.
because because I think the story I'm gonna talk about is a lot more funny if I don't have to censor myself. Um, and not that I'm gonna be cussing a ton on here today or anything like that. I just think I just have some things
Ah,
I
okay.
need to
So
talk
it's
about a
not
little bit.
Blaze After Dark. Y'all
It's
got
not.
excited.
No, 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 no. Bats, I need to tell you about what happened yesterday because I gave you like this idea of what happened yesterday. But I'm at my workout for cross country.
Okay. I was like, I
I'm
had to
driving
think 'cause we
home.
talked about a lot of stuff.
I'm stopping at the grocery store. My wife shoots me a text. She's like, "The power is out." And anytime I get that as a text message, I'm like, "Did I forget to pay the power bill?" Like that's immediately what like goes across my mind, even though
No,
I
that sounds
know
about
I
right.
did. And I'm like, "Is everybody else's power out?" And she's like, "Yeah." And on the way back, I realized this is like a major outage. Like it's not just like my neighborhood; it is thousands of people's power is out. And they send an email out, Bats. Do you want to
Oh,
guess what the cause of the power outage was?
a squirrel.
No, but it was animal related.
Oh, is this what the title means?
Yes, they sent out an email and they said a large bird took down the power for thousands of people. A motherfucking bird. And I looked at my wife and I said, "You saying it's Big Bird?" And she goes, "What?" No, she's like, "It's a large bird." I'm like, "Yeah, you saying it's Big Bird?" And she just got like, you could tell like the frustration and the amount of laughter that wants to happen over my Big Bird joke has like set in. And it was a big bird that took down the power. And
I
I
mean,
I just couldn't do it, dude. They sent out another email today because they had another power outage somewhere in town, but like, holy, I was laughing, man.
God, you would. You would.
Like, oh god, dude. I loved it. And then yeah, I mean, today we woke up and then her internet wasn't working. She's like, the internet's not working. I was like, I mean, Wi-Fi is working. If the LAN's not working, it's something on your side, like it's the modem for work or whatever that they gave her. And
You
she's
just
like,
gotta
maybe it's the
restart it.
cord. She's like, maybe it's the cord. And I was like, there's no shot it is the new Ethernet cord that we bought. Like I would be amazed, and it was in fact the modem. I was correct. So
Yeah,
that's
when the
where we're
power
at.
goes out, you got to restart that modem sometimes.
Well, she used it all day yesterday. It was fine. It was something about booting up today. It just was not having it.
You know, I've found out with mine that because remember how I had internet problems all the time?
Yeah.
I'd have it like so power would flicker, go out or something, and it'd be okay for some time, and then I'd just get like slow, laggy home internet, and I found out I just have to restart my router when the power goes out.
Yeah, it
I have no
definitely is that way
idea
sometimes.
why that dumb stuff happens, but we've learned.
Sometimes it be that way. But speaking of being that way, Bats,
Yeah.
how are the games this week? Because you played a very bat related game this week, a lot.
Oh yeah, I played a shit ton of V Rising.
Yeah, I was like, Bats tells me on like Friday or Thursday last week. He's like, all right, man, this weekend we're slamming some Diablo, and in my head I'm like, this weekend your ass is playing some V Rising, and, and this man was on some V Rising. He was
Hey,
on the grind.
I played some Smite too, I think. Did I play some Smite? I think I played some Smite. I can't remember what all I played. I think it was pretty much so I do not know if I talked about it or not, but V Rising had an update, very cool update. Lots of new interesting things.
Yeah.
I am now at the final boss. But after the final boss, there's hidden bosses. So, I'm not really at the final boss. So, yeah, I've been grinding
You're
a
there, but
lot.
you're just not quite there. You know what I'm saying?
There's just so much more. And it's fun. It's a game that I can just, turn my brain off, actually play, not have to rage at people in Smite.
Yeah, for sure.
And Diablo, I don't know. I want to play Diablo, but at the same time, I was like, look, I gotta wait for Blaise, and Blaise and I's schedules just never connect.
I mean,
Blaze
to
is
be
the
fair,
Blaze
this
is the
past
night
weekend,
owl, and I would like to be the night owl, but I can't be the night owl because work sucks.
yeah. Well, and also like my wife had a bachelorette like party weekend she was doing, so like playing during the day, I couldn't really do much at all. But I'm looking forward to Thursday. I got some Diablo things to talk about for this week.
All I have to say, and this is probably an inside joke, but coffee will help.
Coffee will help. I've been and look. Okay, so no, true story. Okay, here's the deal. I normally stop to get coffee pretty often because there's a family ran place in town that I really enjoy. Well, I say family. It's like there's 4 locations in my town, but they're only in my town and the owners are separated, but you get what I mean. It's like small business. And their coffee is really good. But I've only been making coffee at home this week. I'm like, screw that. I'm not going anywhere. Like and I'm coming home, I'm making coffee. I'm not stopping. And I got this fireside brew from Caribou Coffee, and it is good. It's like a
Ooh.
dark roast, it has like a little bit of like chocolatey taste. It's good, dude. I could do a whole podcast on coffee. Like
Dude,
oh god,
I
I
am
love
right there
coffee.
with you. Right now, I'm addicted to Bones coffee. Like I don't know what it
I still
is.
need to try it. I need to order some.
Like the what is that? The Martian mint is delicious. The strawberry cheesecake is delicious. The maple bacon is delicious. Like I have yet to find one that is horrible. And they
There's
have
a
light and dark roasts that are
there's a
flavored.
company that one of my students' parents worked for. When they graduated, they brought me like these nice cups, and then they brought me bags of coffee. And one of them was a brown sugar sweet tea coffee. It slaps, dude.
It does
And
sound
that is a
delicious.
and that is a weird thing to say because I'm not a big sweet tea person. But like, holy, that is good. That is
See,
some good
Blaze and
stuff.
I are just gonna open up a coffee shop. That's just how it's
I
gonna
already
be.
look. Here's the deal, Bats. I've been trying to open a coffee shop for like the past, I don't know, decade. I have the name. My wife just told me no, but I have the name of the coffee shop. Like I am ready to go. I have the name, I have the theme, I have food options. I already
Oh,
know one of the things I would make
I
daily,
got my pour
sausage croissants.
down. Sausage croissants, that's not bad.
Yeah. You get croissants, and then you
With different
go and
types of cheese, because you can always change cheese
yeah.
out on
But not only
sausage.
that, right? Here's the deal. You can go get the sausage and then you go get your cream cheese. And if you're a spicier person, you go get the spicy jalapeno cream cheese or whatever you want.
Mhm.
And you mix it then. And then you put in your cream cheese sausage mix into each croissant. You cook it for 13 minutes. Boom, good to go. Delicious
Oh,
breakfast. Just saying.
dude, and I got like because I tried this out yesterday. Was it yesterday?
How did we get here,
Yeah.
Bats?
I don't know, but I'm talking about it now. But I got this awesome recipe that I found out yesterday where like you get bacon, right?
Yeah.
And just because it's fun. I mean, you should have seen it. I was over there like, wah, twirling it around because
Oh
you
my
twirl them
god.
into like little sticks, lay them down, brown sugar with cayenne pepper. Cook that for like it's like low, so it's like around 295, 300 degrees for like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's delicious. And
You
just
know,
like
speaking of cayenne pepper, have you ever I there's a place in Savannah, Georgia that did no, maybe it wasn't Savannah, maybe it was St. Louis. I don't remember where I
I don't
was.
know why, but
But
I
like,
thought Kokomo was coming out of your mouth for some reason.
oh no. Um, but they did like a cayenne pepper or a habanero pepper mocha
Ooh.
where and I was like, I gotta try it. I gotta know. And the sweet and the spicy go together so well.
Oh, they do.
But like the spicy doesn't hit as hard as it normally would because it's a mocha, so as the milk. Dude, it was good.
Like my parents got me it was like a ghost pepper chocolate.
I'd
And
try it.
so like it sets your mouth on fire while being satisfyingly sweet. So I was like, I don't know how I feel about this chocolate, but I'm gonna keep eating it because it's good. And for those of you that don't know, I expect Blaze to say different things because all week I have been dealing with dad jokes whenever he's in the chat. All week.
Yeah.
I want to
That
say the one thing that you were talking about where you were like, I'm gonna shut down the internet.
I don't even remember what it was, to be honest. I don't
Uh,
know. I don't remember. I have I have been with my children nonstop and the amount of jokes and things with each other. Oh, sorry, Bats DM'd it to me. Look, there's always dad fans out there, okay? If you know, you know. Um, but my kids have been something else this week. I just, it is a funny, funny, funny time.
Yeah, and
But
Blaze
that's,
loves
yep.
gang beasts.
God, dude, I hate gang beasts. My and my kids figured that out because today they're like, we want to play gang beasts, and I hear Luke go, Dad's not gonna play it. There's no way. And I was like, I'll. They're like, will you play gang beasts? I'm like, yeah, man, I'll play gang beasts. I hate that game. Like
Did you
I don't understand the appeal of it. And then here's the deal: Logan wants to be friends, and
until he wants to win?
Luke just bullies Logan. So like, if I play, I'm the caveat that like I just do funny things to make it where like to help Logan like win some. I have ran into two glitches that were hilarious. I grabbed Luke on one of the levels when he was on the Ferris wheel,
Mhm.
and for some reason, it just launched him off the map. I mean, like it just gone. And we had it happen on another map where I was holding up Luke or Logan. I remember who I was holding them up, and we're on the one with the trucks. And next thing you know, we got launched like to the sun. So
That's
that was
kind
a
of
fun
funny.
time. But yeah, that game can kick rocks. I'm not a fan.
I don't know. I had fun with it though. It was like Ever and I playing it, so we were just competitive as shit.
Yeah, see, I can't do that. Like, it's like when I play Smash Bros with my kids, and I take it easy until Luke starts talking too much crap, and then I'm like, "Now you will learn the ways."
Dude, that's great. Talk shit, get shut down.
Yeah, I bust out the Toon Link and everything. He's like, "I'm sorry for talking crap." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I found out today.
What was that?
Found out
I'm
real
sorry,
quick."
I couldn't hear you over winning.
Yeah, that's what he did today, dude. Sometimes kids are just toxic, but like today, like
Sometimes,
Yeah,
sometimes.
Logan beat Luke today in a round of Gang Beast, and then Luke just looked at me and goes, "Yeah, but who's winning?" And I was like, Like, Logan's 4, dude. Leave that man alone.
You gotta learn early though, man. You know, in life, there's gonna be better people.
I mean, true. Very true.
You gotta set them up for when they play Smite, man.
Yeah, Logan asked me about playing Smite. I'm like, dude, don't.
You'd have to go through so many parental controls first.
Yeah, true. True. Oh my goodness. But Bats, do you have any other games you want to talk about besides B Rising?
Played Smite.
Yeah,
I did things that should not have worked, but they did. So I don't
true.
even know how this happened. This was after. All right, I'm gonna talk about it. We had our set. We waited for a while. They FF'd, so we're like, okay, I guess we're just gonna play regular games.
Yeah,
I somehow ended up playing Bastet mid, and it worked. It
true.
legit worked. I had Merlin in his tower the whole game. He would
Yeah.
not come out of his tower.
You know what's funny
We
about that?
won.
I got Bastet in Assault and went crazy. And
I know.
I was like, this god's dumb.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, there's no way. But, you know, I don't know. I think I'm just going to do best at mid for the finals and call it a day.
I mean, I guess we could talk about it. We got number 2 in the league.
Let's go.
Because you know the rules are rules. People got caught not following the rules. Go figure, and moved us to number 2.
Crazy.
So we got a bye week this week, and we are waiting to play in semifinals next week.
Yeah.
Probably against them.
Probably, most likely.
And
But,
I would love nothing more than them to beat them and go to finals.
yay to bye week.
Yeah.
That's all we got to say.
Yay to top 4 automatically.
That's true. That's true.
So feels good. Feels good. On the Smite front, for me, I've been doing cringe ADC builds where I do things like I test out the genetics ADC build. Shout outs to Smite roster apocalypse drama. Not sure if Bats doesn't know about this, but Awesome Jake 408 is no longer on the Oni Warriors, the team that only dropped 1 game for the entire split, and that was the finals of the tournament. He was removed.
No, we talked about it.
Yeah, well, he released a video today that I haven't fully watched of why he was kicked. Such things such as jumping too much. Or
What?
holding his arms behind his head like this during picks and bans. Because he was brooding. Some other things. They just really wanted genetics. He is now on another team. I'm going to assume it's the Hounds. I don't know that for sure. And then Quig went to the Camelot Kings. But genetics released this Izanami build that is absolutely atrocious. It is one of the worst things I've ever built in ADC, and not because it was bad, but because like it just shouldn't exist on ADC. And it was Warding Sigil. Hold on, I'm looking for it. Yeah, Warding Sigil. Yeah, Warding Sigil
What?
that you upgrade into Infuse Sigil, Devos, Trans, Archdruids, Glorious Pridwin, Odibo.
On Izza?
Yeah, and it slaps. Speaking of things that slap, though, my new favorite thing is to build in some combination or shape or form. Doing Exekins Odibo, Toxic Blade, Animosity Axe, and then if you need Lifesteal, whatever you want. You know, there's something in there. But like I've done that a few times, and it actually feels pretty good. We did it. I did it on Charybdis, where I went Griffin, Odie, Toxic Blade, Ferocious Executioner, Axe of Animosity, and Kins. I didn't even get to upgrade the Axe. I was 9, 3, and 15. I've tried a few different just cringe ADC builds this past week, and they feel good. Izanami, I did the Axe of Animosity build. I went 11, 5, and 12, and I've really had a good time. I've also tried out Phalanx this week in ADC. That is an interesting item, and I don't think it's bad. But my favorite build of the week is the Conquest build, the Soul build, where I stole Fire Giant with this build. I originally had Bancroft's Claw. I sold it and replaced that with Divine. I had Tainted Amulet, Spear of the Magus, Toxic Blade, Telekines, and Typhon's Fang. I went 21, 10, and 14 on Soul. And we lost.
Imagine Soul.
I'm not gonna say I got body blocked, but I got body blocked from like a triple kill, and I was big sad. Big sad.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you
Yeah.
want to talk about body blocks? And he's
Yeah.
all, "Oh, it's fine, it's fine." Then all of a
It was
sudden,
not
when
fine.
I do it,
Oh no, bro. I was heated when I got body blocked. I even said, I was like, we just lost the game because of that. We just and we did. We lost the game. But we did have a game where Gactyl and I and really the whole team was fragging. I went 13, 9, and 20, but Gactyl had like 25 kills, and we're like, can we get him to 30?
oh, this was the Bastet game because this is when
Yeah.
I just started throwing to get Gactyl kills because
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not doing anything.
We stopped DPS on the Titan when he's at like 27 kills so he can get the last 2 or 3, whatever he needed to hit 30, and then we ended the game. That might have been the most toxic thing I've done in Smite recently, but it was hilarious to say the least. Then I played a lot of Assault on Saturday night. I really had, like, my KDAs in those games were insane. I had multiple quadras that I couldn't finish the Pinta. Someone might have taken the Pinta. Some of the time ran out. Of the 3 quadras I had, none of them resulted in Pintas. Vio got a quadra, and Azamor stole his Pinta. I think Embright had a quad at one point. I think Az had a quad. We could just not get a Pinta in any of those games. But Toth is insane. I love that god. I went 24, 4, and 12 in Assault on him. I played him at ADC last night, and I was doing really, really well until we hit late game because we had a rat jungle that was not playing the game. Like, they just camped left lane and stayed there to farm waves. And then
Leave it to random jungles.
Az was on her support, Suave was on Uller, and Liane was on Charon. I went 11, 10, and 8, but before like late game where I was just getting dove and put on gray screen constantly, I was really fragging early. And me and Bats did a fun time. We did the Chiron lane, dude.
Yeah, that didn't work out too well for me.
Karen ADC and Chiron support.
When you're when you're damaged constantly when you play that god, and then all of a sudden you're not, you're definitely. I mean, at the beginning it was okay, but then I had a I'm trying to think of a polite way to say
a really bad mid.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. Is a really bad.
I don't even think there's like another like. I don't even know if you can be mean about it because they were just bad.
Well, they weren't okay. So they did the damage. They did because they were Freya. So they weren't bad. They were passive as crap.
Yeah, they just didn't want to play the game.
Yeah, to like the end where it's like, I'm gonna ult now, and it's like, wait, whoa, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Confusing mid. How about that? Very
strange, to say the least.
Yeah.
I'm on a fighting game kick. I bought a bunch of fighting games in the Steam summer sale.
That's true.
I bought Blaise Blue Cross Tag, Street Fighter 6, Marvel vs. Capcom 3, Grand Blue Versus, Mortal Kombat Ultimate 11, and Injustice 2 Ultimate Edition. But the Mortal Kombat 11 and Injustice were like $10 together. And I've been playing Liane in this Blaise Blue Cross Tag game. The way their roster is set up is really stupid because you don't even realize half the characters are there until you actually scroll right more because you just don't notice that.
Right.
Also, there is a character that has to be. I swear they modeled it off of a sleep paralysis demon. Like they just, it's terrifying to say the least. Game's a lot of fun. Liane keeps stomping me. Like the games will be close, and then he just wins. I'm just like, okay. I don't understand. I don't know what I need to do to achieve victory.
Liane has the fight controller. Dude, that's what it is.
He does be going burr with the fight stick. I have one out in the garage, I'm pretty sure. And if I find it, I'm busting it out.
I always know when he's playing those because you just hear.
Yep. I played some PUBG with Az. We got stomped. We did have one really good game because we were playing first person to make sure we're just duos the whole time into duos.
Hey, wait, was this the PUBG that I was waiting to play and then like 4
Yeah,
hours
fell
later?
asleep. Yeah, 30
Yeah.
minutes later, you fell asleep. Yeah,
Nah, dude, it was longer than that.
it was not.
No, this was after me heavily drinking too, because like as soon as we were like, oh, we don't have a set, I was like, ah, cool.
Yeah, you're like, ah, no, don't worry about it, guys. I got this.
Then it was
But
like 2 in the morning. Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed.
I knew when I didn't hear from you for like 10 minutes, I was like, this man's asleep at his desk.
I wasn't asleep. It was okay. I have like a daily, well, I guess nightly routine. I'll do either like Facebook Reels or Instagram Reels, which I guess they're all like the same because they connect anyways. And I get sleepy.
Yeah, I said, Bats, you good? He's like, I'm watching some videos. And then I didn't hear from him again until he goes, I'm going to bed. I was like, all right,
Yep.
dude.
That's how it was. I mean, I was tired. What do you expect?
Yeah.
That was
But
also what, a Friday?
it was because Dragonspire came out this week, which I've
It
been
did.
waiting for it to release. I will say this, they have had a server issue that is very prevalent in the game right now that sometimes when you're playing, and it's gotten better the past few days, that you will be playing, and if you have like any missing health, you'll realize your health gets revamped, and any progress you make at that point, you can complete the saga and get the progress for the saga, but you don't get any more gold and you can't get any more level ups. So you're just playing at whatever level you're locked at. They've been working on it like crazy, crazy hard. They did a test run today that a bunch of people jumped on and it caused a crash so they could figure it out what's going on. The game feels really good. I've been having a fun time playing it. I would just like to quit like throwing during a certain boss fight because some of the mechanics are wild where I just don't dance around well enough, or there's one attack on one of the bosses I just don't. It's to me like there's no tell for it because it looks like another attack, and then when it happens, I just insta die.
Oh, you mean like the one when we played at the beginning where it was like
Yeah.
no dodgy.
hmm So there's a few things to work on. If you play the game and you see a marshmallow, like little marshmallow dude that fires out a little thing, kill it instantly. It transforms into a giant mushroom. It will kill you. Um, just know that it looks like you're like, oh, that's a cute little enemy. It will transform and it hits you for so much damage, and you cannot outrun it. It will chase you down.
Well,
But I've been having a blast on the game. I did some matchmaking and actually ended up running into the community manager for the game and playing with them for a little bit on stream. So that was fun. And
I did have fun
then,
on the game, but I'm waiting until it's free
yeah,
because I'm
it
a I'm a broke ass bitch.
yeah, it's 13.99 right now.
Prime Day happened and my bank account went wee.
Hey, it'd be like that sometimes.
Hey, but I got a bunch of hunting gear. I got a new fan in my room that keeps it cool.
That's
All
what's up.
remote controlled, along with changing lights. So I feel like I'm streaming.
Yeah, I like that. I'm about it. Along with that, for those that haven't played it yet, Naraka Blade Point went free to play this week.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I used to play a lot of Naraka when it launched. I played it for a couple months, and then I would always go back and like play a couple games like once a month just because I enjoy the game. But sometimes queues were hard to find. This free to play launch has really helped with the queue situation. It is really, really good. They've added some new items in. I have been dropping some crazy games. Today, I've been very unlucky. I had a top 4 where I got killed by Bane's Breath, and I was salty. But then I've just been playing. There was one guy today that I played against that I'm pretty sure is one of the top ranked people in the game. It was insane how fast he killed me. And there's like a little rank bubble that mine says like 125 or whatever, and his said like over 1,000. So needless to say,
Man.
your boy got bopped. And but I've gotten 3 wins this week. One was a 25 bomb, and then I had another one where it was top 2. I mean, this guy went out and he beat me. Well, he waited a third party, me and another person, so I finished second. But like we had really close damage numbers. That was pretty cool. And I won another one where I had 10 kills. But this one I finished second. This guy had 14 kills. I had 15. Like it was close between the two of us. So that was pretty cool. I've been really enjoying it. I've been playing a ton of that off stream. And then I played some Fortnite with Luke this week. We did 2 games this week and we won both games.
Let's go.
So that was a big feels good. And then I have been slamming a metric ton of Wild Rift. And usually when I play Wild Rift, I just play ranked. And I'm like Plat 2 right now or something like that. So I needed to get some stuff done for the battle pass. And I was like, I'm just going to queue casuals. My casual queues are with like above Plat players. And it is a wild time. I had a game today where me and my support,
I'm listening.
we had, hold on, let me look for it because I think I posted it in Discord. I did. We had 21 kills together. Us
crazy.
combined, right? I went 12-1 and 10. They went 9-3 and 12. The game was 13 minutes and 39 seconds long.
That's kind of crazy.
We had their first tower, and like towers work different in League than Smite. Like they have armor plating you have to go through, and if you break the plating, like you get extra gold.
Right.
We got through their first tower in like 3 minutes. We had ults and they were level 3. It was a rough time for them, and we were just fragging. The other people on our team were 1-5 and 7, 3-3 and 6, and 7-1 and 1. I didn't see my jungle that entire game until I rotated to a team fight. I did not see them at all. We were dominating so hard. I did not see my jungle. So that was pretty cool. I've started playing Draven, one of Vio's favorite gods. And I went 5-0 and 5 on him in a game. And then I played him in a ARAM and I went 19-6 and 20. I have been having a blast on that game. And you know what's crazy?
That you're having a blast on that game?
I steal objectives in that game too. I played like Jinx last week and got a steal with my ult, and then today I ulted over the wall as Warwick to smite the dragon to steal it and got the steal.
Nice.
So I've been having a blast on that game. I finished the battles pass out. I was like, I got to like level 47 out of 50, and I was like, I'm buying the last 3 levels. I'm not grinding anymore today. And it's been really fun. Which leads me into some gaming news, and I'm not going to talk about too much this week. But League of Legends is getting a new patch tomorrow, Bats.
Really?
Or not tomorrow, on Thursday. I don't know all the details of the patch because I've only read some of it. But there's some major item changes. But what I'm looking forward to is there is a 2v2v2v2 mode. And you pick your gods. And then as you go through rounds, there's like roguelike mechanics. So you buy items, but you also get like roguelike buffs. So like just like if you were playing Hades or Dragonspire or any roguelike.
I'm still trying to figure out how they would do a 2v2v2. Like on a regular map?
Nope. It's a special map, and then each round you go in against another duo. So it will always just be a 2v2. But there's 4 or 5 groups of 2 that compete. So it's kind of like how team fight tactics is set up. And I'm really excited for that.
That'd be kind of cool.
I'm going to be playing it on Thursday. I'm also going to be playing the new Diablo patch on Thursday. So you can expect next week's episode's probably going to be a lot of Diablo and a lot of League. Just as a heads up.
Yeah, I gotta
help
play a lot of Diablo. Yeah, I know. Dude, it's just work and then V-Rising.
Yeah. Well, did you hear about the patch notes for Diablo today?
I did not. No, because as soon as I got home, I went to bed.
Okay. I'm just going to tell you this, because I'm not going to go through patch notes here, because there's a lot of them.
I heard there was a significant amount of patch notes.
And the feedback on them is bad. Like, people are pissed.
Oh, man.
And I don't think they're in the right.
Like, new?
No.
Like,
they are mad because like everything got nerfed. They're like,
Oh
"Oh,
man.
all the fun got taken out of the game." Well, yeah, when there's someone that can kill Echoes of Lilith with a druid build that it ramps up with tornadoes and then it does 2 of the same attack and insta kills her, like that's a problem.
I mean, well, yeah, it
That's
does.
like
But
that's
like
supposed to be the hardest boss in the game at
when you're
World
thinking
Tier
about
4.
Diablo 3, there is a shenanigan. But then again, I guess you did have a lot of like gear, weapons, armor that
Yeah.
made everything. Because when I'm talking about Diablo 3, just think of the monk. I mean, all you
Yeah.
had to do was Belfast, and you were just shenanigan the whole way through.
But I do agree, like some of these nerfs are kind of crazy. Like they nerfed pretty much all damage across the board. And then they nerfed like
Well,
cooldowns for everybody. Like if you had like the cooldown buff, it's a negative 30% reduction on cooldown. And I'm like,
are
that's
they
significant.
are they doing that just because of the seasonal rewards and gear that you get to kind of like promote it a little
No.
bit more?
This patch was just a general patch before 1.1 releases on Thursday. And this patch was literally to go through like they nerfed every class. I think there was a few buffs, but overall like all the effects on gear got nerfed and
I
changed.
don't know. They needed to buff freaking Druid because I heard there was.
No.
I haven't played Druid.
Druid, if I can, I'll see if I can find the video. The Druid echoes a Lilith kill bats. He throws out his tornadoes, and then he 2 shots her. After that, like like it's like, oh okay. He hit.
What?
He hits one of the crits he hits at the last crit he hits when she's about to die anyway was for like 53 million.
A Druid?
Yeah.
So like okay, so this must be like super late game Druid or some
Yeah,
crap.
yeah. And if you're playing Echoes of Lilith, it's super late game because she is like the tier 4 or the hardest boss in the game currently.
Because I have been hearing from a bunch of people that that like playing a Druid is definitely just
Oh, it's boring.
slow. It's a
It's
slow burn.
yeah, it is slow until you hit like level 50 and then it starts to pick up and then it really picks up like 75 to 80. But that sucks cuz that's a long time to invest into a character
Yeah.
to not enjoy it.
Which I guess you would know. So if you because I know they're saying you have to play the campaign and stuff like that. So if you beat the campaign, they say you can skip the campaign. Do you just get levels,
What do
or
you
do you
mean?
still start out at like 1?
I'll have to start out a new character at level 1 for the new season.
Yeah, but if you've already beat the campaign, you can skip the campaign.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You start off at level 1, but you get to keep your Paragon or not, you get to keep your like Echoes of Lilith and or not Echoes of Lilith. What are they called? The Lilith statues. My brain just stopped.
Yeah.
You get to keep those. So you get to keep like auto levels that you get that way, which works out really well. Now they are changing that with the patch that comes out with Thursday,
Okay.
where Lilith and map completion will be account wide. It won't be
Oh,
locked to a character,
so in
which will
other
be
words,
sick.
this weekend is when Blaze and I are going to be grinding the crap out of Diablo.
Oh, yeah, I'm slamming
No,
Diablo.
no, we're not.
I'm slamming
Maybe.
Diablo starting Thursday. I can tell you that. Diablo and League.
Okay, I can do Thursday afterward. Well, I forgot this weekend. I'm working all weekend. Yay, me. Woohoo.
I'm casting for AGL on Thursday night,
Hey, let's
which I'm pretty
go.
excited. Which
Is
I
it our
need
team?
after. No.
That'd
Which
be a short game. Team FF.
yeah, which I drastically need after my caster cast this past weekend. I mean, I think I did good, but let me rephrase it. I think I did okay. To start off with was kind of rough, but after we got started, I think I picked up and did a lot better. But it was rough way going for sure.
I mean, you were recovering from COVID and stuff like that, so
I felt it game 1. Game 1, about 35 minutes in, I felt like this itch in my throat that I could not get away. Like, with water or anything. I was like, "Oh my god, dude, I am gonna struggle."
Then again, that was the day that you decided, oh, hey, we have a what was that? The weather or not weather advisory, the air quality advisory. I'm
Oh
gonna go
yeah,
running in the morning.
I did not run that morning. I did not.
Oh, you said you did.
No, no, no. It was me and the kids that morning.
Oh,
We did
yeah.
have weather advisory though.
Yeah, speaking of which, I hope they figure that out because that seems crazy. I I don't know if my numbers are correct, but I heard it's somewhere between like 9,000 separate like fires or square acres or something like that. Nine
Uh,
something.
I haven't looked into it because everything I'm seeing right now is about the writers' strike going on, which is wild, by the way. I don't know if
Yeah.
anybody has like been following that, but yeah, it's crazy. And
I'm just like, God, I need it to stop, dude. It's killing me. Allergy wise and everything, it is
yeah,
just destroying me.
yeah. Well, you're closer than I am, but we've been having air quality alerts down here, and that's, I mean, like, and I walked outside the other morning. I looked outside. I was like, bro, it looks smoky. Like, like, and that's weird.
You can like cut it. It's like the old Scooby Doo movies where they're like, "Oh, look, fog. I'm gonna make a donut." Like
Yep.
that's how it is, and you're like, "Oh my gosh."
Yeah, it is crazy. I will comment on the writer's strike. There's a lot of information out there. Make sure you're following information like from the writers and the actors and things like that are participating in that, because I have a feeling we're gonna see some like shenanigans from the
There's always
corporations
shenanigans.
to try to be like, oh, well, they're in the wrong. Like, I don't know if people have seen it at one of the studios. They've actually cut all the limbs off the trees so that way there's no shade for the people that are for the union workers that are like protesting.
That's
Yeah.
petty.
I mean, like, it's stuff like that where
And I'm gonna say my saying that makes sense to me, but
yeah.
never makes sense to anyone. I'm petty like toenails, and that's petty. That's petty.
Yeah, dude, like it's crazy stuff. So that's one thing to keep an eye on. I think there's some things going on there that's kind of interesting, but I'm not like fully informed on that, and I'd like to do more research before talking about it further.
That's actually horrible because I'm one of those people that well you know how they have it. Nah, you like they go low, you gotta go. No, they go low, I go lower. Like that's how that works.
I realized a funny thing that I forgot to mention when we talked about Smite, and that is Asmore having a 70-minute game. And
Oh,
me and Liani watching these games, like me and Liani would be playing something and we'd stop and be fascinated by watching Asmore play these games. Where in one of the games, I don't like
yeah.
he had an insane stat line. His KDA was off the charts.
Let's go.
His Ishtar, who if you looked at their KDA, looked like they were doing really good.
Yeah.
But if you watch their map awareness and what they do, they're legitimately one of the worst ADCs I've ever watched. And they had 0 wards in a 70-minute game. The enemy Geb also had 0 wards.
70-minute game.
70-minute game. Speaking of 70-minute games, the number 1 team was playing what was the number 2 team in our league, and I was watching it. Their game 3 went 79 minutes and 44 seconds.
Holy crap.
I would have been done, dude. I would have been like, get me out.
Yeah, push to win. Push to win.
But some other gaming news. I've played Animal Royale on stream before. Animal Royale is like a really cutesy, fun battle royale with like animals, and it's just silly.
And you get frustrated.
They
Gun
reached
down.
10 million total players.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah,
Weren't we just playing it like? I
not
mean,
too long
it
ago.
wasn't. Yeah.
2 months
Well,
ago.
and we
I
couldn't
probably
get
played
into
more.
queues. Could
No,
we?
no, we could. We could.
I thought it
I don't
took a
remember.
while.
No, it like insta queues.
I can't remember then. I guess it's been a minute.
I don't know if I remember mentioned this last week, but Microsoft has officially won their court case.
Yep.
To buy Activision Blizzard.
Let's go.
So that's going to be wild. They did sign in a deal with Sony to keep Call of Duty over there. So no worries for those people. But obviously, you're probably going to lose out on some of those other Activision Blizzard titles. I'm actually really curious what this means for Game Pass, because we could
New
see
games.
things like,
That's what
well,
that means.
not just that. I mean, you could be talking like WoW subscription.
That would be awesome. I would start playing WoW again.
You could be talking about, Diablo titles coming over. I mean, there's a lot of.
I like.
I
And
would
I
like to
hate
see
saying it.
Diablo become a play anywhere title to where you could play it on Xbox and PC and like buy it once. That'd be kind of cool.
That reminds me, I
Essentially,
gotta download that to my Steam Deck. That's probably something you can play on Steam Deck pretty flawlessly.
I've heard that it runs on Steam Deck. I don't know how well it runs because I haven't tried it because I can't stream it for some reason. I'm hoping the new updates fix some of the issues with streaming it.
Yeah, I have it on Xbox, so
Something that's not gaming news, but I just am excited about. There's the new Godzilla movie. Like there
oh
was a
yeah.
short trailer for it. I'm a Godzilla fan. I'm excited.
I am kind of excited for that. Godzilla all the way.
Yeah,
King Kong can suck
kick
rocks.
rocks, kick rocks. Yeah, for sure. And then Team Fortress 2. I don't know if you know this, Bats, but got like 14 new maps
Yeah,
and a bunch
no,
of other
I
content.
did see it because there is a TikTok or something of it that was like, when you get overpassed by the because it had a Overwatch too. And
That's
it had
funny.
it was what the heck was that? Okay, it was some Disney movie, superhero movie, and he was like, I thought you were dead. And he was like, I was just playing.
Oh my god.
I need to start playing that again. That game was fun.
And last but not least, for gaming news, is Game Pass is changing. Xbox Live is no longer going to exist. It is going away. And is going to be replaced with this new membership system that's very similar to what Sony has for the PlayStation 5, where there's going to be a core membership for $9.99 that gives you online console multiplayer, 25 quality console games, member deals and discounts. $10.99 is this the Game Pass that you have now for console that gives you all the Game Pass titles, new games day one, blah blah blah. Then there's PC Game Pass for $9.99, where you still get games, new games on day one. You also get EA Play membership. And then there's Ultimate Game Pass, which is what I generally pay for. And that
Yeah, that's
Joker
what I
got
have
bumped
to
to
do.
$16.99 a month.
Holy moly! I mean, I'll
I'm gonna
probably still do it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I plan on stacking up on 3-month cards before this goes live, and stacking the 3-year membership because that's as long as you can stack, and get it at a way cheaper price than what I'm gonna be paying otherwise. But that gives you console and PC and all that good stuff. But it is frustrating that like that's a large amount of money. But they do have a lot of quality titles with that, so it's
Yeah.
not too bad.
Now you have me thinking what I have to do.
I don't think I have too much on the anime front this week. I mean, I kept up with our normal anime stuff. I watched Jujutsu Kaisen, and then I
Which is still
watched
good.
Rurouni Kenshin, which is really
Which is
good.
really good.
I plan on watching the new Dragon Ball movie this weekend, because it does look interesting. I don't know if you've watched that though.
I haven't yet. The zombie bucket list though is good.
I'm gonna start that at
I
some
still
point.
need to watch that.
Yeah,
I'm actually trying to think so I don't think there's any other I mean, without getting into different types of anime, I don't think there's anything else out there. Oh, Rent a Girlfriend. That's getting
yeah.
pretty good.
I haven't watched it.
Oh, dude, they added a plot twist to it that you're like, ah,
I've watched this anime called The Duke of Death and His Maid, and I don't know how to feel about that one.
where the heck did you watch that?
Oh, it's on Crunchyroll.
Wait, oh, no, 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 no. Okay, yeah. Where if he touches somebody, they die?
Yeah,
Is it that one? Yeah, okay, yeah. That actually has a second season.
yeah. That's why I started watching it, because I saw I was getting like a new season like with this current season of anime, and I was like, "Oh, what's this?"
No, I did watch it. It's
I don't know if I
funny.
like it. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
funny. It's
yeah.
funny at times, but other times I'm like, "This is stupid. Quit doing this."
I don't know. There are some things though where it's just like you're like, ooh, man, that would hurt me if that was me. Like that. They like, well, like
Yeah, like
not
the
not to ruin it, but like he had friends, and then they just kind of like they pretended to be his friends, and you're like,
Yeah,
that's the worst.
yeah,
That is the worst.
that happens at like 2 episodes in, and you're like, well, dang, dude, and like it's not any better from like the siblings. Like you find out his sister's okay, by, like episode 4, but
Yeah.
it's okay so far. It's a little bit. Some of it, I'm just like, I could do without that.
But I mean, that's like every one of them. So I don't know. I thought it was like decent, but it's not a recommendable one. I would just be like, oh, you need to
No,
watch this.
no, definitely not. It's one of those things I started watching, and I'm like, okay, I'll finish it, but like I'm
Yeah.
not like horribly impressed by it.
It's kind
And
of like the
then,
what is that? The girlfriend, where you're
yeah,
just like, I was bored when I started this.
you know, one that I started and I did not finish, and I thought I was gonna like it, and it makes me mad that maybe I need to go back and like try watching it again, but I just really I couldn't do it. Let me see. It's like Science Types Fall in Love or something like that.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, science fell in love, so I tried to prove it. There's parts of it that I'm like, this is so good, but then at some point, it's so boring, it put me to sleep.
To me, there was just a lot of cringe. You're just like,
Yeah,
why? Why would you do that? Why?
and
Like,
I want to enjoy it from like the science and math perspective because like it is funny in that regard, but like other times I'm like, this is stupid, and I
yeah.
just fall asleep. So I don't know, but on the way out of here, Bats,
Oh, oh.
I have an easy random question this week.
All right. I'm
Which is the same. It's the same question I asked the guest on the Bot G episode, which y'all should go listen to when it comes out. Actually, it already came out. You should listen to.
I'm
And it
listening.
is, what is your least favorite Smite god to play against?
You said easy question. This is difficult.
Well, I meant like, well, I figured it was all right.
Um, are we saying like as me and mid, or just in general
In
all
general,
around?
in general. I mean, I get you could be specific if you want to. I just mean in general. What is your least favorite god to play against?
Probably right now, Bastet.
I agree with that.
With
Right
her
now, I could.
buff.
I
With her buff,
Yeah,
like it's just
it's oppressive for sure.
it's very cringeworthy. But don't
I
get me wrong, because I like playing Bastet.
I hate playing against Kepri.
But Kepri's so great.
I love Kepri as a god. I hate playing against Kepri. Thana Nox, Bologna Hercules from the chat. I mean, I could agree with those. Not Nox. That one doesn't bother me too much. Actually,
Hercules
sorry,
is kind of
my bad. Let me rewind it, zip, reverse it. Hercules, my bad. I forgot. My brain stopped because I haven't seen him in like 2 months, 3 months. I
yeah,
hate
I
that
have
god.
not seen a Hercules in forever,
I
which is
hate that god.
great. Great, by the way.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Thank you for that reminder. I needed that because I legitimately hate playing against that god. That god can kick
But
rocks.
I feel like you could easily like counter Hercules right now. Because
I
I
don't care.
haven't felt
I hate playing against that god. 100%. That's it for me.
I just
Counter or
dislike
not.
how they're like, oh, Hercules needs a buff. Why? Why does he need a buff?
You know, we didn't talk about Charon at all, besides that we played the Charon Chiron ADC lane. I realized that.
Um, yeah,
He's on the boat.
yeah. I mean,
He's
I
good.
have hardly played him, so that's why.
I played him twice. I went 4-0 and 12 the first game in arena in the second game. Or I guess I played him twice. I played him full tank, and then I played him as an ADC.
Yep.
He's a fun god for sure. I don't know where he's going to kind of fall in the meta because I think some of his kit is kind of weak in some ways, but overall, I think he'll make his way out of there.
See, that's where I'm like, I don't know if like they're gonna end up nerfing him or buffing him. I feel like they're gonna nerf some things, but buff a lot of
I
him
think
just
they're going
to,
to buff his numbers up as far as damage.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if his kit doesn't feel oppressive. Like even though he has so much
It really
CC,
doesn't.
I don't feel
Because
like I'm scared.
there's so many stipulations you have to do for his kit to like actually work, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, I agree.
It's like, oh, you want to get a shield? Well, in order to get a shield, he has to hit somebody, then you have to hit
Yeah,
somebody.
and
And
then
it's like, wait, wait, what?
you can only hit those people one time with an auto, and then each ability gives you the shield, but it only gives you
Yeah,
25%. It's like, okay, dude, like
yep,
I didn't want to read a novel today. Um,
I know.
uh, but on the way out of here, Bats,
Yeah, what's up?
you got any shout outs?
Once again, shout out to the listeners. Hopefully, like YouTube Live was a little bit different. We switched it up this week
Yeah,
to
the
try
plan
and
is
see
to try to stick
what
with
to do.
this.
Yeah. So if we get positive reviews, obviously we'll keep doing this. Other than that, like I said, like I always say, let us know what you're thinking. Let us know what you feel. Let us know what you like. Let us see what you don't like. If you have ideas for uh,
Segments,
what? Yeah,
content, whatever.
yeah. I was gonna say like podcast shorts. Like I keep trying to tell Blaze we need to go to Georgia just to visit a ramen shop.
Hey,
Which,
we're
hey,
cooking. We're cooking an idea,
we
okay?
are. We are thinking of an idea. it's a surprise though. We're not gonna ruin it. It's a
Yeah,
surprise because you're
we are
gonna sit there and you're gonna go, "What just happened?"
we are cooking. Slowly but surely. I mentioned something to Bats, and he's like, "That's not a bad idea."
I know.
Um, I sent him a link to it, but I don't think he looked at it, so I'll have to send
I
him another one.
probably I probably did.
But yeah, I mean,
I don't remember said link. Let's just put it that way.
we are cooking
But
slowly but surely.
yeah, as always, we enjoy the comments, even if it's just a thing that says cringe.
Yeah, love that.
um Other than that, yeah, I always do shout out to listeners, and Blaze does all the legit rest stuff because
Yep.
he's got like a little pamphlet. Yeah,
Sh- shout outs to 74 Senpai. Really appreciate them. I'm actually gonna be playing League of Legends with Psychotics and Ash this week on stream, so come by and check that out. It'll be a fun time.
let's go.
I've been assured that it will be funny, so I'm excited about that. And then shout outs to Dare Drops working on a bunch of stuff over there. I'm really excited about. I think we're gonna have TikTok access soon to stream over there, so you can be expecting some TikTok streams as well, which will be a nice little change of pace. I know they got Dude Man approved, and I'd been in emails with them, and then I hadn't heard anything back, so I emailed my contact today. I was like, "Hey man, just double checking and see what's going on." So I am looking forward to that. It'll just be another like caveat that we can use to we even do the podcast on there. So I think
Ooh,
that'll be fun. Shout out to Guardians Mental Health. We got a lot of stuff going on. I know a lot of them are heading down to GCX in a couple weeks. So if you're down there
let's
and you
go.
want to check out the booth and get some free swag, you should go by there. But there is a esports summit this week on Friday. I will be a part of, so keep an eye out for that as well. I'll make sure to put out some information of that in the Discord, and I'll tweet it out as well. But other than that, that's all we got for this week. We will catch you all next week with some Diablo, League of Legends, and who knows what else, because we can't predict
Definitely.
the futures. But y'all take it easy. We'll catch y'all later. Bye.
Later.
Bye.